You've been pranked!
Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Let's see. But everybody, I've been having to put this off for a while, but we are finally getting into Honkai Star Rail 2.7 today. But yeah, if anybody is pulling for Sunday or for Jingyuan, I'm wishing you all the best. Oh, and everybody, I just thought I'd say this real quick. I know I've been having to put it off, but I'm finally getting around to editing some of my old clips to eventually post to post to TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Because the goal is I want to get all of my old clips off of my Twitch. And I know some people are going to be sad to see them go, but let's not mourn we're losing. And besides, they're gonna be up on YouTube and such. So it's not like the clips of my old model are gonna be going away forever. Like also, let me check my numbers real quick. Let's see, say so. Only 7% say so. 1% down bad. Uh-huh. Don't mind me, everybody. I'm totally not writing down forget it. But yeah, I got tricked earlier. But everybody, this week is gonna be the last full week of streaming for the year, and then next week I'm only gonna be streaming 2 days, Monday and Wednesday. So I'm thinking I might skip Waifu of the Week and Husband of the Week next week, because it wouldn't be fair to vote in the Waifu of the Week and Husband of the Week and then have to vote them in immediately upon returning. Which everyone, I'm thinking after Christmas, I'm most likely not going to be streaming until actually, I'll probably stream December 30th and maybe the 31st to usher in the new year. But then after that, I think the next one will be the 4th of January. As to what I'll be doing for those days, I'm not entirely sure yet. But everybody, I will be going on vacation from the 20th to the 29th, so there will be no streams from that point in time. But let's see, I can't talk today. Hi, Darklight. How are you? Oh, for those who's coming in, first has not been claimed yet, so it's up for grabs if anybody wants it. Hey, Darklight, I noticed you still have the 2023 recap badge on. You should have the 2024 one now. Oh, Darklight, congrats on claiming first. By the way, has anybody in here been playing, Has anyone here been playing... I cannot talk today. Has anyone in here been playing Marvel Rivals? Because I've been having a lot of fun with it. In fact, I do want to play it on stream at some point or another. And then when I do play it on stream, of course, friends, if you do play it, you are welcome to join. Oh, and everybody over on the YouTube side, we are also live on Twitch. If you follow the link pinned in the pinned comment above. Hey Conrail, welcome on in. How are you today? Throws dangerous snake. Joke's on you, I love steaks. I wish there was a way that that everyone over on Twitch chat could see what's going on over here, and then everybody over on YouTube chat could see what's going on over on Twitch, and vice versa. But let's see. What about this? Throw spider? I love spiders. I mean, well, you can. Everybody on both sides can kind of see what's going on in chat, thanks to the overlay on my screen. But yeah, Conrail, how did you find the stream? Oh, but everybody on both Twitch and YouTube, I am trying to expand my social media presence. So I'm gonna be posting more to TikTok, Instagram, let's see, YouTube Shorts, of course, and I'll probably be making some videos here and there. But also, I'm gonna be posting to my cosplay socials as well. And I want to expand to do like more discussion videos, you know, and all sorts of things. Looking through Vtuber Live? Well, welcome on in, Conrail. I'm a Void Dragon Vtuber. Honestly, I need a command for both Twitch and YouTube to just show off my my model mama / model father, because they're both the same person. In fact, let me go ahead and give a shout out to her right now. And let's see, that's the Twitch profile of the one who did my model. Posting it over to YouTube side so people can see it there. But yeah, she's a really good artist and rigger, so please go check her out if you aren't already. And Darklight, how are you doing today, buddy? Let's see. Has everybody gotten their Christmas shopping done? If you do go Christmas shopping. If you don't, that's totally fine. But I gotta say, for a lot of us, even if we don't celebrate the holidays, having a week and a half off of work and we're still getting paid for it is still pretty nice. Whew. Oh, that might be right. Just throwing some trash away. By the way, Karai, you are my top one on my Twitch recap. Oh yeah, I saw Darklight. Thank you. Like, honestly, that's really flattering that I show up on some people's that I not only show up on some people's Twitch recaps, but also in the top 5. Like, that means a lot to me. Like, there's so many other streamers that you could be spending time with, and you choose to spend time with me, and that means a lot. Let's see. And Maddie posted their Twitch recaps, and their most used emote was the bat flying. You know, the one that they use whenever they're trying to bring me back from running away. Oh, and I see. Well, I'll just go ahead and show it on Discord. But yeah, but yeah, I can see that you were also. I can see that you also watched a lot of Tabby or Tabitha Sabbatha, Revity, and Fluffy. All solid choices. Okay, here's my favorite streamers of the year. Let's see, Vampykins at the top with 766 hours watched. Let's see, Demon Benny, Stella or Carol, Riot Empress, and then Sunny, aka Snackubus. Which honestly, some of these were a surprise. I didn't think I watched them that much, but apparently I did. by the way, everybody, if you can see the, by the way, everybody over on the YouTube side, if you'll notice, I have a music player in the corner, but you may notice there's no music playing. Well, I still don't know how to separate. I know how to separate the Twitch audio from the Twitch VOD audio, but I don't know if there's a way to do that on YouTube. So just to be safe, I'm just just to be safe, I'm just playing a royalty-free lo-fi for the YouTube side. If there's a way to separate the YouTube VOD from the actual YouTube stream, then I'll gladly do that. But until then, we're stuck having to do things this way. I see. That'll probably take some research, honestly. By the way, you're my... Okay, I already read that. Also, let me give a shout out to Darklight real quick. And also, everybody, we are going to be voting for Waifu of the Week at around the hour-and-a-half mark. So, if you want to vote for Waifu of the Week, definitely stick around for that. Oh, and here's what I was talking about. Most used emo from Maddie was the bat flying whenever I run away and they're trying to bring me back here. Oh, I should say, you know, whenever I do this. Ah! Just kidding. I'm coming back. Alright, but anyway, everybody, let me go back to the just chatting room real quick. I'm starting a new game in 2 weeks. It's Infinity Nikkei. Oh, Infinity Nikki. Okay, I had to think about that for a minute. But yeah, let me know how that goes. I have a lot of friends who are playing. I have a lot of friends who are playing that right now, and it seems like that's. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about that game. Like, from what I understand, aren't you pulling outfits in the official gacha? But yeah, I think a lot of friends I think a lot of friends I have who play gacha games regularly have been playing that game, and even friends of mine who have been sworn off of gachas for a while have been picking up that game. So I've been hearing a lot of good things about that game. But yeah, let me know how it goes. I don't know. I'm going this blind. Oh yeah, that's why I'm saying let me know. I'm not saying you gotta know right now. I'm saying let me know how it goes. And I'm just realizing they changed the Twitch layout again, didn't they? Because I was looking for the title at like the bottom of the player, you know, where we're used to it being, but now it's at the top. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Also, everybody, tomorrow is the stream that I promised, where I'm playing a horror game with special alerts enabled. You know, so there'll be like there'll be sound alerts with low cost channel points, but it'll be on a cooldown, and also some special sound commands that are also on a cooldown. But yeah, in other words, your goal is to try to scare me while I'm playing the game, and the game in question is going to be the game of choice is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, because I got that for free in PSN. So I figured, you know what, that'll be a good game to play because I've only seen like clips of it, so I have no idea what to expect going into it. They changed a lot in Overwatch 2 with this new update. I know they released the new hero Hazard, which I tried him a little bit, and he seems like a lot of fun. But besides that, what did they change? I heard they're bringing back 6v6, like, but not Classic, which thank God for that, because Classic was a nightmare, because if you know, you know. And again, everybody, it's going to be all of this week, and then half of next week will be the last stream. Actually, wait, no, it's not even going to be my last stream weeks, but there'll be like a week and a half break in between, and then and then after the vacation, which is from the 20th to the 29th, I'll be streaming on the 30th, and then I might stream on the 31st, New Year's Eve. I don't know yet, but we'll see. And then I'll probably do like, I don't know, an impromptu 9 or 12 hour stream on the Saturday after New Year's Eve. But we'll see. But anyway, everybody, I think I'm ready to get into some Honkai Star Rail. So let me go over here.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch
Hashtag
yours.
user subscribe to your channel for hashtag amount months. DarksCarl3T subscribed to your channel for 43 months.
Yo, Scarlet, thank you for the 43-month resub. I appreciate you. Let's see.
You never see it coming. You say that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done, but the time is hit you. You're not surprised.
Thank you for that. This is insane. How is this that long? So grateful to be part of your amazing community. And Scarlet, I appreciate you being a part of this community. Like, I've known you like, I don't know, almost since the very beginning of when I was a streamer. Heck, you were actually following me when I was still a Facecam streamer. I can't believe it's actually been that long. But yeah, 43 months? Like, that's almost 4 years. Oh, and by the way, everybody, in February, I forget the exact date, but in February will be my affiliate anniversary, which will have been 4 years. 4 years ago, I became a Twitch affiliate. So I'm probably gonna be doing another donathon for that time, and I promise things will be better planned. I will accomplish goals quicker this time, and I might, emphasis on might, I might make it slightly uncapped. Yes, I did. Loves you, dear friend, my dear friend. I love you too, Scarlet. Thank you again for the resub and for being here as long as you have. I really appreciate you. Let's see. Hello, I followed him first, bud. Yeah, you did. By 2 days. How funny is that? It's literally only a 2-day difference. Let's see. Oh, hey, I can actually send this. Like, okay, this. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This light code is cute, but I don't know who would use it. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, for those just coming in, if you celebrate the holidays like Christmas or what have you, what are your plans for those holidays? Like this weekend, I'm gonna be having some friends over, for a small Christmas party at my apartment. That light code can be used on you, my friend, because you are cute. Aw, thank you, Darklight. Uh, but I'll be honest, if I was a Star Rail character, I probably wouldn't be a Destruction character. I'd probably be a Nihility character. I don't know. Is there some kind of test out there to figure out what I would be in Star Rail? Hang on. I need to see if I'm gonna be. Hang on, I need to see if I'll be I need to see if I'll be superposing this or if I'll be. Hi Zen! How are you? Oh, Copium? Oh no. Oh no, Zen, are you on a 50-50? So I lost my 50-50 on Sunday's banner to Welt. You know, wrong imaginary dude. But that's okay. That means I'm guaranteed to get Fugue. And also, let me give a shout out to Zen. How are you, Zen? So good to see you, buddy. Nah, guaranteed, but I'm gunning for that light code too. I definitely hear you on that one. Thank yous for the shouts. No worries, Zen. But everybody, if you aren't already, please go follow Zen. He is a VTuber, owns his own cafe, and he plays a lot of action games, fighting games, RPGs, and you didn't hear this from me, but occasional horror games. But anyway, how are you? I also would like to pull for her as painlessly as possible because of Herta. Yeah, I'm thinking of trying to go for the Herta after I get Fugue, but we'll see. Because I'm also interested in Aglia, and I'm not sure if you saw her teaser art, but I'm also interested in Castorise, or however you pronounce her name. I'm on guaranteed Star Rail. Are you going for Fugue, or are you waiting for somebody? Also, please let me know if I'm pronouncing that name incorrectly, because I don't know at this point. Aglia may have to be passed for Castorise. Oh, you agree? You agree, Zen? Yeah, I like Aglia, but I heard rumors about what Castorise summons, and if you all know anything about me, whatever floats my boat, that's fair. But yeah, Zen, I'm gonna be whispering something to you because I don't want to say it on stream. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. I can't pull for all of them unless I have insane luck. Hey, who knows? Unfortunately, it's not that, Zen. But I promise you it is something interesting. There you are. Check your DMs, Zen. Oh my. Darklight, it shouldn't be a surprise that by now that we're all degens. Then why am I here? Maybe because of this. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Ow. What? We can appreciate mommy. We can appreciate mommies without it being considered lewd. Come on. I'm more of an Akrod person, but this is fine too. Well, they're both basically variants of Ride in May. I totally forgot what I was doing. Oh, now I remember. Okay, let's see. Am I saving any of these? Nope. Crap. Crap. Let me save that one. Yeah, but one has a domain expansion. Okay, fair point. Let's see, crap. Actually, wait, let me hold on to that one just in case. It's crap. Crap. Actually, wait. You know what? These are good stats, but it's on a support set. And none of the break effect supports scale off of. Let's see. Did you do the one event on the train yet? I did it off stream, Darklight. But I really enjoyed it, I will say. Maybe. I actually don't remember A-Story Genshin at all. What happened again? She basically became a Hikikomori and let Auto Battle take over for 1,000 years. Something like that. Like, I don't remember either, because it's been years since I did A-Story. I do remember crying a little bit, though. Because her backstory is sad. Let's see. Tingyuan. Okay, let's see if I can get his crit damage up at all. Oh wow, crit rate got completely crit rate got completely dodged, but crit damage went up a little bit at least. Let's see, is this good for anything? Let's see. Well, one thing's for sure, it's better than this. Actually, let me go ahead and have Himiko switch with Jing Yuan because the crit rate of those was kind of low. I've already pre-farmed my Herder relics. Let's see, I'm holding off on those because I have no idea what to. I have no idea what to expect. I didn't even know. Fuck. I'm all mixed up. Oh yeah, there's the previous waifu of the week, Chaska, which we are going to be voting for waifu of the week later in the stream, so be sure to stick around for that. Let's see, who also needed their artifact levels increased? Oh yeah, let's get those up real quick. Ah, Zed's getting booped. That's the stuff. There we go. Verna takes more urgency over Aglia for me because I need her on my Jade team. Now, Zen, what if she gave you uppies?
Looks like this collateral won't be returned.
Like, also, I'm not sure if any. I'd rather she gives me steppies, but uppies are fine too. Okay, maybe Sparkle could give you uppies. By the way, Sparkle is there's currently an event in Honkai Impact 3rd where Sparkle is on the banner, and I hear that's been pretty interesting. Like, gosh, remember when we saw I remember when we saw the splash art, and you know there were like no trailers out at that point. When we saw the drip marketing for Sparkle, and we thought that she was gonna be all sweet and innocent. Oh, how wrong we were. I don't want to say anything, but Jade and Kafka go Lightspeed. Well, for what I'm seeing, you've been building them well, Darklight. Let's see, 144, 136. And oh yeah, that reminds me, I should give you these then. There's a few HSR special AMV parodies on YouTube, and everyone puts Sparkle on the role of Mojito, and it's funny as hell. Don't push it. Oh, right, sorry. It's not uppies. It's these. Yeah! Oh, right. All right. Sorry, Zed. It's actually these. Boop. Okay, her speed is kind of low, but she revolves around counterattacking, so it's actually pretty good for her. And by the way, she's the same voice actor as Navia. You're welcome. Let's see, what was I doing here? You were accepting love and affection. That's what you were doing. Anyway, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the story. This is spoiler territory, so if you don't want to see spoilers, I totally understand if you need to lurk or anything of this or anything of the sort. If I remember correctly, she and Boot here are married, and that is really weird to say without context. The English voice actors or the Japanese voice actors? Because I can't keep track of these things. Let's see. Well, we already know what's going on in the story at this point. Let's see, the English voice actors? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the English voice actor of Boot Hill and the English voice actor of Yunli / Navia are married IRL. It's not so weird when you put it that way. And, oh, hey, Sparkle is here.
Did I sleep for long? The sofas here on the Express are too comfy. After falling asleep, even my dreams are soft and cuddly.
What did you dream of?
All kinds of sights. A lush forest after a cooling rain.
Yeah, but leaving out the context is funnier. Zed, what am I gonna do with you? And yeah, everybody, Zen is a lot of fun to hang out with, but don't call him the C word that rhymes with loot.
And then, the dream started to twirl and fade away. Then I woke up. I've never had such a dream before. In most dreams, I just go from one mask to another. But that's fun too. The mask dreams connect to each other seamlessly, like you're walking in a maze. Maybe one day, I'll find the way out.
I don't remember
That's
my dreams.
normal. I can't remember mine sometimes either. But that dream with the masks, each more vivid than the last. When I think about it, isn't that an allegory of my life? Oh, I just received another message. Let me see what kind of fun is inside this time.
Oh, apparently I already talked with her. Now, unfortunately, I heard Honkai Star Rail is the latest game that got affected by the voice actor strikes. Which, again, I totally understand. I totally understand and fully support the voice actors going on strike. Like, is it really that hard for the voice studio to promise to never use AI? Like, it can't be that difficult. But anyway. Now, so, we'll start off with English, but if there are too many voices missing, then we'll probably switch to the Chinese dub or something.
Amphorius, the Eternal Land.
Is that the name of the next spot we're going to? There is no record of this world in the databank. Not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
Nah, it's no sweat. I've been on the Express for nearly 2 years now.
Huh? Has it been that long?
There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us today to wrap our heads around the idea that a world Akavili didn't venture into, but a journey like that was only routine to the Express crew back then. After all, the trailblaze is to explore the universe's boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion, too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. In that case, we best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
That's what I thought too. Alright then. For now, I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can find out more about Amphorius from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Taikian Stadium has been repaired.
The Express has been on the go for almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Catch out breath? Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead, and make the most out of this break. At this moment, people still haven't expected this vacation to be so fulfilling. They will witness the Grand Xianzhou War Dance and, during this moment of leisure, also complete arts province made by a genius. And those they will meet again include not only friends, but also foes. Oh, that's right, because Sunday is returning. Da da da! It's not just the guests who return to this beautiful dream. There's also the dream's master. By the way, did anybody pull for Sunday? And if you did, how are you liking him? Really trying hard not to pull him? Oh, you're waiting for Fugue, aren't you?
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of
Chatting a wee bit with
ongoing
Link's during the story. Link's DPS is so funny. I'm gonna have to try that.
The threat's long been neutral. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've
I don't know
got
about you
inside
all.
intel.
I wait for Friday because
No
Sunday is
choice.
too far away. Hi, Sona. How are you? Let me give a shout out to Sona. Hey Sona, I heard they made some changes to Overwatch 2, besides the new hero. But I have no idea what they're all about.
Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some
Doing good, just doing
questions.
dailies.
Didn't I
Oh,
just say that
in which game?
creating chaos is also a
In
means
Genshin?
of maintaining social stability?
Or all the games that you play? Or you talking about an Overwatch? Sorry, I'm all over the place today.
Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more
I know they switched position
outlandish
for
than the
challenges.
last.
Also, it's Overwatch 2. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Yep, it's Zen no Kitsuki. I mean, Zen no Kisuki.
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary.
You
For
mean
all we know,
Kisuki?
We might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
That's better? Wait, that's worse. What if it was Camellia kissing you, Zen?
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities
Also,
have
Overwatch
been
League
closed.
coins are no longer being sold, so
Kindly
you better
take
use
a
them if you
detour
have
in
any.
the
If you have any
meantime.
left. Wait, they're no longer being sold? I'd be scarce-sighted. Wait, so how do we? So how? Wait, so how are we gonna get new skins then?
What happened? Was this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will.
What if Yaimiko was I mean tokens, the blue ones that you use to buy the Overwatch League skin. Oh, the league. Oh. Silly me.
Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
What has Yaimiko been up to lately? The usual. The usual. Writing light novels and teasing General Goro.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh,
Hi, Kit Kat. Can we get a shout out for a Kit Kat official, please?
do you recall when or where we might have met?
Thank you, Soda.
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Wait, disguise?
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Yeah, Firefly was practically a terrorist and she was able to walk around no problem.
Why do you say that?
Okay, fair point.
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
Why are you staring, Zen?
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Okay, real quick, everybody. We do have an ad break coming up, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to use the restroom and take care of a few things off stream. But I'll be right back. So please take this opportunity to take care of yourself and stretch and eat some food or anything of the sort. And I'll be right back. All right, welcome back from ads, everybody. Let's continue on. All right, head to 18 Park. Hey, I'm walking here.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business.
No,
unlike
on
the pair
you?
from earlier.
Oh, wait, what? I didn't say anything.
What's happening at Ideen Park?
Oh, Ideen Park, my bad.
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now.
Okay, how about this then?
Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Jade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, Mr. One Week. Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me.
Mr. Workday.
You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
Detention conducts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They just have not been reviewed. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast crew members are allowed on stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. Please do not use soul glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe when experiencing the attractions. And handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Some of these foods are oddly specific.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into 1 week's stomach.
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
Yeah, very reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Hi, Earth-chan. How are you?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec.
Let's see, you having fun? So far, I am.
This is how violations are corrected.
How are you doing today?
Everything that
If
I
you're
did
at work, I
just
hope
now-
work is going well.
I tried to warn you.
Like a drunkard commonly seen by a sidewalk, he vomited a silver rainbow.
How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the
So you've been busy with work? I hope everything's been going alright.
Distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When the distorted
Excuse me.
after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So,
Let's see, what would I need to
can
do
I
if you
take
want
it
to
that
see
rules are
what you think of a
meant to be
character?
broken now?
I would say drop your UID and tell me which character you want me to look at.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something? Please do not eat the Dream Jolt troop. Where?
Like, oh, thank you, Surrybot, for banning that unwanted bot.
Do not discard trash.
Oh.
シュキシュキシュキシャキシャキ設定うかうかしてたらすぐ卒業
Cheer 200-653270057 Na Shinobu.
Okay, so North America Shinobu, I gotcha. Well, let's take a look at your Shinobu then. And also, thank you for the 200 biddies, Urchan. All right. Okay, Cookie Shinobu, level 90, C6, 9, 13, 13, 889 elemental mastery on 4-piece gilded. Let's see, Iron Sting, R5. Let's see. Let's see, and you have a decent amount of crit damage on her too. Let's see, she is double crown. Yep. I've got nothing to say really, other than you did a great job with her. And honestly, a little bit of HP rolling is okay because her healing also partially scales on HP as well. Oof, rip this defense roll though. But yeah, you got yourself a solid Cookie Shinobu here. Great job. Thank you. Thanks for having us look at your I know I'm trying to even it out. Yeah, I know. It's I know it's not easy when artifact RNG is against us a lot of times.
This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Where else are you supposed to throw trash away? Hello?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you
See, trying to
suggest
rise her
we throw
HP,
in?
keep her EM, and lower her defense. Anything will do. How about an entire trash? Like actual trash.
Something's happening.
It's gold trash.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Yeah, and I know it's not easy with again, I know it's not easy with how RNG can be against you sometimes. But oh, I cannot talk today. Hi, Vexus.
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too. Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective
Bubblehound.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Sunday places some alfalfa credits in front of the Bubblehound.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh.
Sundays place even more alfalfa credits.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
The Dream Jolt troop lets out a few shouts. It moves closer, pointing at the bottom. Oh.
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Grab you a bottle of Soul Glad.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Gotcha time. But yeah, I trust you can do it, Urchin. Just hopefully RNG is on your side. Is that gold?
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
You shouldn't have done that. Let's see. A drink that messed up Luca. Oh, yeah. It did.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
Oh, looks like we're fighting.
Existence is unity. Get it together. Like until everything.
You remember that? Yeah, it wasn't exactly Soul Glad, but it was a type of soda that what's her face from the IPC kept singing.
Fight to live. Yeah.
Take your position.
Everything in this world is bleeding. Set the seas aflame!
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Firefly, fight to live! Enjoying yourself?
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Oops, excuse me.
Dreams do come true.
Eternal.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
I will set the seas aflame! Time to cleanse the filth.
Stay in step.
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding. Fight to live!
Let's see. Do I will too much? Nah, I don't think you will too much, Urchan.
Oh, do they have to do that?
I mean, as long as you can afford, as long as you can afford to do so, and are not putting yourself in debt or putting yourself behind on bills to do it, then I say you're not wailing too much. That's just me though.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
20K in 3 years,
The location
around
of the
200 a week.
distortion is nearby.
Okay, that's not bad. Like, that's not too bad. I've heard of people putting literal thousands every time a new banner drops. Which is obviously on Just Genshin. Oh, gotcha.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time
Yeah,
for it to
I'm a
disappear
light
for
spender.
good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep
I have
a
all the
low
characters in
profile,
Genshin and
I'm no
ZZZ.
threat to them.
I have most of the characters in HSR. Yeah, I have most of the characters in each of the 3 games. There's some that I flat out refuse to pull, so I'm probably not gonna have all of them. Excuse me.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turn
Let's see.
6,
I must collect, and I
like
applaud you
most
for it.
boys would,
That is
I tried
dedication to a
fly with
cause.
my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, You're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Between pledge and forgettance. Wait, forgettance? Is that a word?
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away.
I really
from
want to
that
have a complete
place.
archive in Genshin. That's fair.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Oh, I thought he was onto them for a second.
Thank you.
I think he knows something is amiss, though.
Ooh, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony?
But yeah, there's something satisfying, like no matter what game you're playing, about seeing seeing a logbook fill up, seeing the numbers max out.
We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do.
Let's see, knowing him, he knows something is off with his senses. Yeah, Walt is smarter than that.
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
Walt saw through it.
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Sunday unreservedly shares his story with Welt.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good,
Hi,
you'll stay
Asuna.
by my
Welcome on in.
side.
Hey, if I have a mod in the chat, can I get a shout out for Asuna?
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said,
Thank you,
I
Soda.
can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
I'm currently in the lobby of Penacony in the story. Oh, like just started the 2.0 story?
Come with me. We'll go find them.
It feels like -4 right
Come
now.
along, too.
Oof. That feels cold. That sounds cold. And hang on, what's that in Celsius? Okay, so for my friends who don't use Fahrenheit, what Asuna just described is around -15.5 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's really cold.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
See, pretty much. Yeah, I think you're gonna like it. I love the Penacony story.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me.
It's 26 Fahrenheit here right now. Yeah, that's still pretty cold. Like, it's not -4, but it's still pretty cold.
Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony.
Yeah, it's still below freezing.
Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
Does what refer to Black Swan? 32 Fahrenheit equals 0C. Oh yeah, I know. Or are you saying that for everybody in here who doesn't use Fahrenheit? Which, to be honest, is pretty much anybody who doesn't live in the US. I mean, can I be perfectly honest? I'm not a fan of the fact that I live in the one country that doesn't use the metric system. Like, even our neighbors to the north and south of us use the metric system, so why can't we? Hi, suspect.
Passenger?
How are you?
Do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
There's so many Tingyuns.
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Those that use the metric system and those that have been to the moon. Okay, fair point. Meanwhile, the Trailblaze is stern.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never
Oh.
fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
I swear, this is one dapper-looking robot. Neither did I expect to see you here pentecoating, Mr. Screwlum. I assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural.
Also, how you
for
doing
me to
today,
turn
suspect?
down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside.
There's a history for why no metric, but I'm not going to try to type it all out. Okay, I guess I could look it up in my own time. I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing pretty good as well. We're doing the 2.7 story of Star Rail and trying to save up for Fugue. I'm sure if all you geniuses showed up to the Charity Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? I can only hope to see Fluffy get to this point one day. I'm sure she will. It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right, so this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said... Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in Remembrance's technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we're going to make Miss Ramme's acquaintance a while back. We even went to the Kalinga Abyss to bring Leviathan's carcass back to her for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much of an understatement, but none of us expect to see an old friend at Miss Ramme's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point of keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Jianzhou, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job with me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time right now.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that.
Earth_Chan_recycling gifted 1 subscriptions.
Yo, Earthchan, thank you so much for gifting us sub to Suspect Red. Suspect, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge, enjoy the ad-free viewing. And also, I'm on your server, right? Oh yeah, sorry, Earthchan. Yeah, you're on my server. If you're, oh. The Mushroom, thank you so much for subscribing over on YouTube. I appreciate that. Apparently, there are many Tingyuns here with us.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself.
Mark always looks so done with us.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi
I'll just find the info about the metric and post it there. Yeah, that would greatly help.
Some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
Behold, the Laughing Maniac, March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
I guess you could say he's 1 week away from getting rid of his disguise. Sorry.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Mr. Yang, have you turned on us?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Felt fills him in on what he's been through.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest, but to prevent any unforeseen complications.
Oh yeah, suspect. What are you up to
everywhere
this
he
week?
goes until he leaves Penacony.
And also, everybody who's just coming in, do you have any plans for the holiday season?
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Nah, it was a team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang.
I'm off right
These
now. I'll be off tomorrow.
Tingyuns aren't exactly
So I'll do laundry
easy
then, and
to
after that, I'll be working for the next 7
communicate
days. Holiday plans are basically work and become a vegetable while off. That's fair. Does anybody have a favorite food or drink to have during the holiday season?
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait.
Hot chocolate is a must in my family. Oh yeah, especially if it's actually made out of heated milk and cream. Heated milk and chocolate. Those are the best.
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know we can't leave the dreamscape to
Mostly
trade
because
with
you
the
don't tell your
outside
Mexican
world, so
mom
that's
no
where
when
you
she
come
makes
in, Miss
Mexican hot
March
chocolate.
7th.
Oh,
You would surpass
okay.
many
I
others, making you
definitely
the
see that.
perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
But even then, I'd still take it. Hot chocolate is much yum. I love it. Yeah, I love hot chocolate. Although I've had hot chocolate made with actual milk and melted chocolate for so long that I can't really do the powder stuff anymore. It just doesn't taste as good.
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I have to clone my copies of myself too.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
I'm downloading the craziest anime ever. Uh-oh, which anime are you downloading, Urchan? Because I'm curious to see if I've heard of it or not.
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Fu.
The Fu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Fu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the Eye of the
Same.
Storm.
Powder hot chocolate is pretty much a last resort when Mama's not going to bake any, which would be my fate anyway, since she's going to be visiting family in Mexico for the holidays. That's fair.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
Ghost Stories English dub? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Ghost Stories had such a wacky dub. For those who don't know the story, basically, Ghost Stories did not do well over in Japan, so when the time came to put it in English dub, they told the voice actors, you know what, screw it, just say whatever. Here's a general idea of what's going on, say whatever. But anyway, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and vote for Waifu of the Week real quick. So we do Waifu of the Week every Wednesday, so if you want to see your favorite video game or anime waifu win, all you need to do is nominate them in the Discord. All I ask is, video game or anime characters only, and this should go without saying, but no lollies, please. I don't care if they're 500 years old. If they look like a kid, don't nominate them. So first up, we have Grace Howard from Zenless Zone Zero. A mysterious young girl who never talks about her past, almost as if she didn't have one. She is calm and collected, and is unusually competent and efficient in combat, almost as if she had years of training. Also, she's very obsessed with machines, and treats them like her children, which I think is kind of weird. Quick, call Big Tabby. Tabby, look, mechanic mommy. I swear, that's the easiest way to get Tabby to take his shirt off. And secondly, we have Emily from Genshin Impact. She is a popular perfume designer after having learned the trade by Kiria. While she wanted to follow in her mother's footsteps, she was particularly compelled to work as a forensic cleaner after one incident deeply troubled her. Despite her work as a forensic cleaner, Emily is not fond of talking about it, preferring to keep a low profile whenever the matter is discussed with her. She's also empathetic with others, willing to hear whatever they have in their minds, of which one of these granted her vision. Woof, woof, woof. Is that towards Grace? Like, oh wait. Here we go. But yeah, I love Grace. And lastly, we have Mia from Master Musume. Of all the girls at Kibihito's residence, Mia is by far the most domineering and hot-tempered. Whenever she feels that her claim on Kibihito is threatened, she is quick to lash out at the other girls, even Kibihito himself. Additionally, despite her flirtatious nature, she often becomes shy and embarrassed when Kibihito accidentally does something perverted towards her before, hypocritically, calling him a pervert or idiot and striking him with her tail. Despite her arrogant, abrasive demeanor, Mia does have a softer side. She has proven that her romantic feelings towards Kibihito are sincere and not the mere product of self-centered lust. While often injuring Kibihito during the course of hugging him with her tail and fighting him over him with the other girls, Mia is also very protective of him and regularly puts herself in harm's way when she fears his life is at risk. Additionally, despite viewing him as rivals for Kirihito's affections, it is revealed that she cares deeply for the other girls at Kirihito's residence. Have you seen her mom? Yes, I have. I should clarify, I have not watched the anime, but I've read the manga, and her mom, holy crap. Like I thought Mia could get lewd, but then her mom entered the picture. Wow. Okay, so everybody, your nominees are Grace Howard from Zenless Zone Zero, Emily from Genshin Impact, and Mia from Monster Musume. And also, everybody, we do need more Husbando of the Week nominees. As of right now, I believe we only have... Oh, wait, this was the current Husbando of the Week, so we could delete him. But yeah, we only have 3 nominees at the moment, of which one of them will be the Husbando of the Week tomorrow. So anyway, let me get this poll going real quick. Waifu of the Week. Let's see. Emily. And then we have Mia. All right. Poll is up, everybody. I have a special pick of both her mother and daughter. Hey, Earth-chan. I'm gonna give you a bit of a... I'm gonna give you a little special role. It's for certain, spicy channels in the Discord. Feel free to post said picture, in one of those channels. There we are. I just gave you the role, so you should be able to see. So you should be able to see those channels now. God, there are so many Tingyuns. Invincible fan wielder Tingyun.
Yikes! She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
Let's see, Kitty Tingyun.
You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
A Tingyun that's easy to communicate with. Sleepwalking Tingyun?
I'm walking in the street. This Miss Tingyun.
Looks like she's sleepwalking. Money grubber Tingyun? She seems completely oblivious
Why do
to...
I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?
Wait, where's the Tingyun that's easy to communicate with? Sleepwalking?
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking
I'll
for me?
have to find it after I'm done working. I have a bit too many picks. All right, that's fine.
Found her. If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
There she is.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage...
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
Should be in my Monster Girl folder. I like how you have them organized.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Hi, Alex. Over on the YouTube side, how are you today? How'd you find the stream?
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
See, I had to because of the quantity. I mean, I get you, Urchin. It's the same thing here.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Could that have been Fantilia's voice?
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Oh, hang on.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Ooh.
Miss Tingyun, you're finally back. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
Oh yeah, sorry about the ads, everybody. But also, let's see, you've heard of Freeman call you Calyx over on the YouTube side. How'd you find the stream?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Oh dear. Is he gonna be okay? Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscent of the chaos.
Don't be afraid.
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Is that Rame's voice?
Who?
Wait, Sona, what are you asking just now?
And who am I? Is that where I came from?
Did Smallbean die? He said he almost
Where
died,
does this path lead?
but I'm not sure if he actually died though. Temporarily added. You can make changes in the lineup menu.
Don't
Oh,
worry, Miss Ranmei.
We get to play as Fugue in the story. Oh, and again, by the way, everybody, I lost by 50-50
familiar.
To Welt, so now I'm guaranteed to get
You
Fugue.
want to lead me somewhere? Time to return.
Let's see, a whisper?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Oh, and the winner of Wipe of the Week is Grace Howard from Zenless Zone Zero. Let's go, everybody. Okay, come on. I know it. I was about to say I know I've got a gift for Grace Howard somewhere. Oh, and by the way, we have a friend named Giant Tabby, who whenever we mention anything about Grace, he goes like, "What?" I remember something similar happened. We were playing Overwatch on a friend's stream. It was a B Smiley stream, and you know sometimes we notice some funny or interesting names on the enemy team, and well, it was either on our team or the enemy team. One of them was named Goth Mommy, and B said, "Ooh, Goth Mommy," and the rest of us on the team collectively went, "Where?" Also, let me update the command in Mix It Up. Okay, Wife of the Week. And there she is. There's Grace. You must go on. There is no time to waste.
This girl is...
Let's see. I got lighter, so I definitely know at the tree what I'm barking at. Congrats on getting lighter, Sona. See, I'm trying to remember. Let's see. ZZZ lighter voice actor. Because I think I saw that he did some other roles. Let me check real quick. Let's see. Ellen is a tall goth gura in a maid outfit. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let's see. What you say makes sense. Stop making sense. I do think that Lighter's interest in the game was freaking cool. Yeah, Lighter is a badass. And I think Sona can agree. Lighter is very tabby coded. Along with Anton and Billy, of course. Too bad it's skipping him. Yeah, I'm waiting for Miyabi. And then I hear rumors that Pulchra might become playable. Now, this is based on rumors that I heard and not what I actually know. So, nobody quote me on that. Tingyun.
Tingyun. What a familiar name.
At least Haramasa's gonna be free.
Do I know
Yeah,
her?
that really surprised me.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
These are...
Ravagers.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous.
I have worse
And you
realizations.
can't do it anyway.
Like Skeletor level realizations.
Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
Okay, we're fighting.
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry.
See, I need to see.
As
I need to see what.
before, you're not alone.
I need to see what Fugue's abilities are, because I forgot. Alright, deals minor fire damage. Okay, we're not worried about that. Action advances. Well, we're already in combat. While Fugue is on the field, enemy targets will additionally get addition afflicted with Cloud Flame Luster. Cloud Flame Luster is reduced to 0. The enemies will take weakness break damage again. After allies attack weakness broken enemy targets, additionally deals super break damage. Grants one ally Foxian Prayer, which increases break effect, enables to reduce toughness when attacking enemies that don't have the corresponding weakness type. Makes this unit enter towards Scorch state, enhancing basic attack. When ally units of Foxian Prayer attack, Fugue has a high chance to reduce the enemy target defense. Hi, Lion. Hey, can we get shout out for Unshamed Lion, please? Deals fire damage to all enemies. This attack ignores enemy weakness type to reduce all enemies' toughness.
No holding back. Share good fortunes.
Allow me to purge the root of the time to cleanse the filth. Like until everything burns to ashes! I will fight till live!
Have we met? Clouds scattered.
Okay, that's bonkers.
I will claim set in the seas of free!
No holding back. Dream vanished.
How can it be?
Why are there still so many of them?
Thank you for shouting out Lion. But how are you doing? I just put something on server and not safe for work meme. Doing good. I have you playing in my earbud while I sit and eat at a Mexican restaurant across from my work. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness, Herb-chan. But yeah, I don't think Suspect Red has the roles for the not safe for work channels in the Discord. But Suspect, if you want the roles, let me know and I'll give them to you.
The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can.
Sure, I'll take them. Okay, let me go ahead and handle it right now before I forget later. And there you go. You have the rolls. Let's see. What are you eating at this restaurant, Lion? What's your go-to at Mexican restaurants, I should say?
You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Return to the world?
Did you like that realization?
What are you saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to unsee that now.
Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal?
Ordered a carne asada plate while waiting for it to come out right now. Munching on some chips and salsa and ordered a Michelob Ultra. Hey, there you go.
I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain.
Let's see, missed what you said. My food came. Oh, I was just saying those sound delicious.
You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens, I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had...
My body... feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life.
Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything in either chat. Okay.
To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
And I just gotta say, I know people had issues with it, but I like Tingyun's new voice.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
At this point, past events revealed by the tuning recede to the darkness once more. Okay, to answer your question, Sona, little guy didn't die.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
Only for a little while.
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry.
You mind if I post a bunch later?
No one
Oh, in the NSFW channels? By all means, go for it.
Dream.
Just make sure you post them to the appropriate channels. You'll notice there are two of them.
So many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
I have a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting Yun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Ting Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. It's ridiculous. How come I keep bumping into colleagues? Shall
Discuss
we
the next
keep
steps to the
going
others. Where are we going?
You forget already. Miss Ting Yun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take
I
advantage
take requests
of
for
me.
what to post.
Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
I have that much. In that case, just post them slowly but surely over the just post as much as you want to in the channels, but obviously pace yourself because you don't want to end up spamming anybody.
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time, so we better not drag our feet.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Why, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
20k plus. Okay, maybe don't post that much. But post some of your favorites, I would say.
First we have Lady Fu Xuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
Unicycler.
Can you picture her driving? It looks cool, but it's probably not a good idea.
Brother Hanulacher?
Lady Fu Xuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou
Food is
really
food,
has
but the
changed a
meat is
lot
very
since
chewy.
I first met.
I'm sorry to hear that, Lion.
Let's go with your suggestion. Next is General Jing Yuan.
Send him a division of elite fighters.
Seriously?
March sounds so done with us.
Now that the Alliance has all of you there to help them, sending any elite fighters more would just be overkill.
Dreamjoy Memoir
Come
Film
to
Reel.
Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift.
Let me guess, the last gift is for Yukong.
Finally, we have Lady Bai
Or
of
not.
the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement.
Both wings much, don't you think?
Hamster ball night hair clip.
You carry yourself with such dignity and grace, but you still have the heart of a child. Lady Bailu loves these types of accessories. Let's go with your suggestion. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
Oh, excuse me.
A souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Do all the characters in ZZ have guns? No, not all of them do. You know, some of them have swords, some of them have a spear, Haramasa has a bow, and so on and so forth.
Miss Ting Yun, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't
Ladder
thank
has a
you enough.
gauntlet? Yeah, pretty much. Or gauntlet.
But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was frozen in place when she shouted.
Tingyun? How?
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you.
Oh, and how can I forget? Koleda carries a pair of twin hammers. Jane has knives on her. Yeah, the more I see of ZZZ, I might play it. Yeah, you definitely should.
When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
A bit mysterious.
That's just the nature of the Foxians. It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure.
By the way, if anybody asks me if you could nominate Fugue, despite the fact that Tingyun is already technically one waifu of the week, you definitely can. She's I can't talk right now because this version is essentially different from the Tingyun we first met. I made bad financial decisions. You and me both, pal. Probably won't go too hard like I did Genshin, put too much money to that game, but who knows?
So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there anything particularly memorable?
March 7th said you were bossy.
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
That's not important.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case,
we wouldn't have crossed paths.
exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself.
Have you seen the love songs people have done of characters from ZZZ? Honestly, I have not. If you could send some my way, I would definitely love to hear it. It sounds entertaining.
I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there.
Starting to post stuff? Okay, perfect. I'm looking forward to seeing some of this.
Consider another possibility. Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well.
Yeah, I'll send you some when I get home. Still eating. No rush, Lion. No rush.
But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you.
Aww.
That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
You're welcome.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Tingyun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Oops, not what I wanted. Let's see, how are my Stellar Jades looking? Okay, I have one wish saved up so far. So operand is for more interesting stuff?
Dr. Edward at your service.
Yeah, you could call it that, Urchan.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Actually, let me go ahead and whisper to you. There you are. I just DM'd you, Chan.
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky won't help you find the best streams. You just dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect for you. The story unfolds in the Shinjo Alliance, where a young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior foxy and sword, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage
Sorry, I was
of,
responding to
Celine.
something in Discord.
Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Right, let's go to the Radiant Feldspar.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting Yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye to...
You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. It's Yukong, I think.
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting Yun, I'm here to take you home.
You two must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space.
Madame Yukong. I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Wait, who might that be?
Is that...
Wait, Tingyun?
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
Look at little baby Tingyun.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Like, Yukong is practically like a mother to her.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me.
Baby
I was
Tingyun is precious.
completely
Yeah,
mesmerized.
she is.
Not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a baby Tingyun in Yukong splash art?
Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you?
Thank you, Urchan.
In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns?
Oh, Urchan, we're having a moment. Thank you for breaking the tension a little bit.
If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox. Not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll
That was good
become
timing,
a
if I do say
cunning
so.
speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
That's a nice way of putting getting back at those who wronged her. A moment of silence lingers after that. Departure is often indistinguishable from parting. Yet they are fortunate enough to not have to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Meanwhile, at Dream's Edge...
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
Robin.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step. I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for your hard work. You're all the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I think after we finish this dialogue, we'll go ahead and call the stream there, because I have no idea how long the rest of this story is going to go. I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally, we're somewhere I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality.
It's really not much longer? Oh, okay. So you think I could finish the rest of this in one go?
When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there.
In that case, I'll keep
the
going.
glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacody from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is the Dream's Edge, after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people. But because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he'll stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not, because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that it will never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. Okay, there's a taste of what I have in just one folder posted. I need to get ready for bed. Alright, no worries there, Chan. Go get some sleep. Thank you for dropping in and hanging out with us. And I'll see you next time. We don't have to soar into the sky together. Because I know we'll reunite one day. Up there in the clouds.
I hope so.
Miss Wanweek, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
A dream jigsaw?
Don't worry if you just can't find them. Just think of it as a way as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Oh yeah, welcome back from Agile, everybody.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this? A scrawled note was left there. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these
I also listen.
blessings as a
I just can't post
foundation
before
for the
bed.
dreamscape.
I get you.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay. Let's use this one. Just as before, a note was carefully placed next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing. Staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. It's the Robin. What's up, Dragon Boy? Hey, Silent Fang, welcome on in.
It's done. Have a look.
The painting feels like a blessing, and also seems to mirror everyone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars.
Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
We are here at the Fang household. We here at the Fang household are hyped for this weekend. Oh, you talk about the Christmas party? I can't wait. You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end? Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the Trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
Head to the Pentecote Grand Theater. Okay, let's do General Jing Yuan, and let's put Jade in there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish this up. It doesn't look like we have that much left to do.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here, and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the
Will you be looking in the channel when you're done? Yeah, I'm gonna be looking in the channel when I'm done. Oh, excuse me, I had to pop my neck. Ooh.
When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Excuse me.
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop.
I'd like to know your opinion. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts...
Yeah, I'll DM you my thoughts later.
I
just can't say it right now.
Sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order, and for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I can no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how
Well, good
it
night,
is for
everyone.
most people?
All right, good night, Earth-chan. Rest well.
My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you.
Wasn't expecting that.
Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that Then
Oops.
go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you.
What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
Did you lose your mind after being run over the Express? Oh, man.
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then be born as a human and die as one. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say. But, as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
Let me guess, am I gonna have to fight his boss version to conclude the story?
Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage.
Well, I knew that was coming.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Time for a lesson.
no dirty tricks. Oh, echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Time for a lesson.
Nobody resident all things apart from ability.
This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path. Sure, I'll play along.
Live some win.
Disorderly noise.
Serenity is before me.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is ready now.
Bending the rules.
Disorderly noise.
Time for a lesson.
Enjoy eternal peace.
Watch your head.
Disorderly noise.
I always deliver. We? There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Disorderly noise.
I forgot how big that stick can get.
Here.
Who's the little backstabber?
Time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me?
Noisy.
It's of no consequence. The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Wisdom comes protection.
Bending the rules.
Want to doubt farewell. This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is fierce.
Time for a lesson.
Spend freely.
All things are part of ability.
Okay, so from what I understand, isn't there a glitch going on with Adventure Age Shield?
No dirty
Give an inch
tricks.
and I'll take.
Heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Here.
Bending the rules.
Gods awaken.
Watch your head.
Show no mercy.
Disorderly noise.
Hedge your bets.
Disorderly noise.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Lose some, win some. I always deliver. We? There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Disorderly noise. Conflict is fierce.
Watch your head.
Uphold the truth, and you will. Noisy.
This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
Noise is fading. Disorderly noise.
Okay, that's no good.
Give an inch and I'll take.
Disorderly noise.
Doubt farewell.
Follow my charm.
Here is thunder.
Oh, cutscene time.
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
Oh, he got the halo back after all.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Xipe turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive, and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you.
Oh, hey, Zale. Atari 2600X. I don't remember the name of the game, but it was goats jumping off jumping up a cliff. It sounds like an interesting game. Also, hi, Zale. How are you? Oh yeah. Can we get a shout out for Zale, please?
You are one of my trailblazing goals.
See, thank you for shouting out Zale. Let's see. Have you played any of the new Overwatch season yet, Zale?
About that. You've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior.
I streamed it last night. Oh, how'd it go? Are you enjoying the new hero?
Forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider.
And thank you for redeeming the daily void shard, Zale.
While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need more than asceticism is knowledge.
It was okay. Won some, lost some, and I only really went for a JQ when I was tank. That's fair.
Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
Sometime later.
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
But if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time it's a bit different. Before making the decision, Kurai, I want to hear what you think. I want to hear everyone's opinion. But in this battle, you're the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You know what I'm going to say. Tons of people trusted you, but you let them all down. Even your closest family. Don't you forget that. I have some hope. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We had to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. Anyhow, you've been an unforgivable adversary to me, and although I haven't been Trailblazer for long, maybe we should hear everyone else's opinion. I have nothing more to add. I'll let you decide then. I'm fine with that.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy, so I guess I'm okay too.
And March with the freaking fourth wall break.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, I will do my best to fulfill my duty as a passenger.
But hey, Zale, I might play some Overwatch in my last few streams before I go on vacation for Kribis. If you want to join in, of course. Looks like we come to a decision. Remember to keep the conductor in the loop too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump. Try?
Oh, I didn't read that part. My bad. I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the interastral network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen on the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Herta could be making a move again.
No, we're still not quite there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's happening here?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius,
So many Hertas.
the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this.
It's her.
What is divinity?
And just like that, we have finished the story. Oh great, Herta. Please list my account when you release. Let's see, hopefully she will. And well, we went a little bit over, but it was worth it because we managed to finish the story. But everybody, we're gonna go ahead and end right there. But let me go to the just chatting screen real quick. But everybody, we're gonna end right here. Because because we just finished the story, and that's a good stopping point for us. But I will be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. EST, and we're gonna be playing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and it's gonna be the horror game. It's gonna be the horror game stream with special alerts enabled that I owe you all from the Donathon. But thank you all so much for joining me today. But please don't go anywhere because we're gonna figure out someone to send a raid to. Oh hey, Stella's online and she's playing Star Rail. But yeah, let's send a raid over to you, Stella. But everybody, please stick around for the raid. You do get 250 bonus channel points if you stick around for the raid. And obviously, if you like the streamer, drop them a follow and show them some love. But we're gonna send a raid over to you, Stella, who is currently playing Star Rail. But everybody, please go show Stella some love. She's an amazing streamer, has a great taste in games. She plays gachas like we do, and she's very sweet and a bit chaotic sometimes too. But yeah, if you all want to, feel free to follow my socials. I have Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, and I am planning to post a lot more there. And also feel free to join the server if you want to. And be sure to grab a raid message, everybody. Copy the first message if you're a sub, the second one if you are not. Okay, everybody, I will see you all tomorrow night for the horror game stream with special redeems that I owe you all. But everybody, thank you all so much for joining me today. Please go show you Estella the same love you showed me. And I will see all of you next time. Love you guys. Bye. And you take care now.